Hey, it's the sports review, and today I'm just gonna be lying down again. I don't feel like sitting up on the chair at all. And tablet, I didn't realize the tablet was low, and I had to plug it in. I lost a good cord for it, so I have to leave it alone plugged in. I'm just gonna use my phone just to kind of you look for sports news. Okay, the old regular search here. Uh, This is all off the cuff, like I don't want to. I didn't look at the news first and then decide what I'm going to talk about and do. I just do right off the cuff, whatever I see, as long as it's not political. That's all. Okay. Oh yeah, that was yesterday. Ryan Reeves uh, dropped gloves and one of the worst. I don't know. Well, let's see. The Doobie Brothers coming. I think. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Oh, this is okay. Bengals players tried to recruit C.J. Gardner after. Okay, Bengals players try to recruit C.J. Gardner. Let's see. Sounds like Bengals. Oh, that's NFL. I'm gonna go to the NFL later because we're gonna just. Okay, I'll start with regular sports news. Okay, go to regular sports news here. Just let's see. Sports news today. Okay, sports articles. Read the latest news. Okay, let's go to this one here. Opinion. I got my own opinions. All right. Let's see. It's not a TSN, the sports network, so it's going to possibly be mostly NHL related. Let's see. Yeah, it starts right off. Hurricanes Shevchenko to have season. Ooh, 3 hours ago, season-ending knee. Oh, that's just hurts. That hurts. Let's see. Hurricanes Swesh. I can't even say his name properly. The reason I can't say his name properly is because I really don't follow NHL like I used to, and I don't hear his name being pronounced on the air. So that's Sweat. So it's Svechnikov. Svechnikov. Okay, that's good enough. Svechnikov to have season-ending knee surgery. What did I just say? That was really silly. Okay, I'll start again. Hurricanes Svechnikov to have season-ending knee surgery. Okay, where's the story? Okay, here it is. Carolina Hurricane. Stop it. Carolina Hurricanes forward Andrei Svechnikov will have season-ending knee surgery on Thursday. The team announced. Wow, that hurts. TSN insider Pierre LeBrun tweeted earlier. I don't tweet. The problem with tweeting is it's too spontaneous, and it's like I don't know. Like, it's just it could just be too spontaneous of a reaction. I've experienced that. There's moments in like Super Bowl I watch or something. I just said something at the time. It seemed like a good thing. That, like one time in the Super Bowl, I was watching. I think I mentioned this earlier in another stream that I got. Somebody was just testing their video camera, and I think it was just a regular video camera, and I was on the video saying, "Oh, this is becoming unwatchable." The game between New England and Atlanta, but at the time, the the refs they were actually making bad calls against New England. I'm pretty sure of it. If you ever watch that game replay before the comeback, and in the second half, I'm pretty sure that Atlanta didn't score any points, if I remember correctly. But I was ready to leave. Where at the third by the third quarter, like I was ready to leave, not the stadium. I didn't go to the game live, of course, but where I was watching the game, I was ready to leave, and at the third quarter, but it was like we had our chicken wings, we had, uh, we ate at halftime, we ate, and that was right before halftime, I think it was. I said. oh, this game is becoming, or was it the second half? I can't remember. I was like, oh, hey, this game is becoming unwatchable, and I got that caught on video, and then watching it now, I'm going, it looks bad at the time, and now it looks bad, but if you put it in the perspective of how the events occurred, it was frustrating to go, well, they're trying to make a comeback, and the refs aren't helping. I mean, usually you think like they kind of would, at least make it that they would help the Atlanta Falcons, if anything, against the Atlanta Falcons, try to make a decent game out of it. But uh, it was just a quirky moment in life where you're watching something, and that's what I learned. That's the whole thing. I'm skipping gears and saying that's what I learned. Like, wow, I'm glad I'm never on Twitter or Instagram or anything like that, or TikTok, even just so I don't like say something and then like it's like everybody's got it. Everybody's got it like against me. Like they could say, "Oh, look, you said that about that." It could be non-sports, And, if it's not sports related, it's it could get ugly for like trying to defend your opinion on something. If it's not or famous stars or celebrities, like whatever, that doesn't matter. Like I don't like I'm saying like you could do a celebrity review kind of channel on YouTube, and who's it going to harm? You know what I mean? As long as it's not ridiculous. But I just don't care about that stuff. Like I haven't watched Entertainment Tonight since only God knows when I watched the Entertainment. The last time I actually sat in front of the television, tuned in on Entertainment Tonight, I have no idea. I'm talking about the times when it first came on syndication. I actually used to, flip the channels and there's Entertainment Tonight. So I don't know. I watched that first, and then I guess just like everything else in life, you just move on from things. And never got married, so never had a serious relationship at all. As you could tell, I got all the free time to make a video, a blog about nothing, sports review. So, I, like, like this, like I said in the previous one of the videos I made just to get the channel going. I wrote a video. The channel would be like blocked because there's not even one video on it won't even show up on the radar, as they say. But like this was like I said, this is like I made this channel that I'm just doing now. Just used it to just talk out loud. You know, don't I can't really go anywhere. I can't walk anywhere, and I just like I like to shoot the breeze once in a while, and I got no one to shoot the breeze with, so it's kind of therapeutic. And this is like I said, and also I don't turn on the television till 8 o'clock, and unless it's like a sporting event I'm watching, then I'll turn the TV on before 7 o'clock. But if it's just television, I wait till 8 o'clock. Just picked an arbitrary time, and right now like it's 20 after 7. So I'm just like another 40 minutes to kill because uh I don't want to turn. I don't want to turn on the big screen TV and then put the laptop on it. I do that if there isn't anything I want to watch. Like by the time it gets around 8 o'clock, I'll see what's on TV. But on the TV note, tomorrow is an XFL game Thursday night. It starts at 10:30. I'd love to watch that. If if only could watch that on the possibly could watch that on the laptop and live stream the game at the same time, but I won't have the volume on. I can't. Obviously, the way I have the camera set up, I put it on my Little Pony there, and yeah, medication time. I already took it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so yeah, like I said, to wrap that up, I was like, I like to watch that game live and just kind of like have fun explaining to to anyone that that doesn't watch football, like what's so what is it that I like about football so much over other sports? Just everything. I guess the way it's methodically done. Everything I like about. I just the NFL news is 24/7, 365 practically these days. It seems it's just a different world than I grew up in. Football was always number one with me. Like I said that in previous streams, and just hockey was always there. Saturday night was the if you live in Canada, or if you bordered, if you live like on the border towns like Niagara Falls, New York, or Buffalo, New York, in that area, Lewiston, New York, you could have caught like CBC on the air and watched Hockey Night in Canada. The Toronto Maple Leafs would have been on. It's starting at 8 o'clock. Everybody forgets that. A lot of people won't remember that one. The game started at 8. It was the only game. Now they do double headers, and it's like, yeah, you know what? Nobody's. I don't think we got TSNs now. If you really want to watch a hockey game that bad, you put on TSN at 10:30 and watch the Vancouver Canucks or the Calgary Flames. I mean, like then you could put the Leafs on at 8 o'clock at night, once a week, 8 o'clock at night, Saturday. I over the air. I probably could go on a whole spiel about over the air TV that it should still be an option in the future. And I know that professional leagues are trying to get their product exclusively on some kind of paid content. Like, I don't know. I mean, would have NFL been successful if it was pay per view? I don't think so. I really don't think it would have been successful if it was always on pay per view, like even back in the day, like the 80s. And yeah, I don't I don't think I don't think he would have had the success it had without the over the air. And like they still do over the air on Sundays and one Thursday night, and NBC has the Thursday. And now you don't get the NBC game, or is it the Thursday night football? They lost that one too. I think wouldn't have mattered like in not my area, or wherever if you're in Canada. TS10 got you covered. You know what I mean? Didn't bother me. I didn't even think about it, but it's just I still think you should keep over the air content because it just that's how a new generation will catch the sports. Now, what if you're a household that can't afford? That's the thing. The thing I would say about over the air and watching NFL football, even in say 5 years from now, is not every home is going to have cable television or pay for content. So someone that's like 10 years old and channel surfing on a Saturday, uh, they can catch. They know they'll catch this. The football, and that's how you get new fans. The household may not be able to afford cable television. All they have is still go old fashioned TV, and may not even be able to afford internet at the time. Who knows? But everybody practically has. It's almost becoming. I think internet in 10, 15 years will become like a necessity, something that a host needs just to like communicate outside the world with everything. Basic internet might be a necessity in the future, but still, like who's at 10 years old really gonna find ways to get a lot of free content on? I don't know. Some are smart, you can do it, but it's just a whole thing of then if they visit some other house, they have to go to grandma. Right? I've said that before in another stream too. Like if someone has to go to grandma's house and they don't even care about cable television as much. They don't. Well, they don't subscribe to any sports packages. Uh, yeah, there's a chance that young person will be able to watch like a NHL hockey game on a Saturday night because I think that's the only way you're gonna watch hockey over the air these days is Saturday night. The Maple Leafs and some other teams like some other channels they put free TV, the free like that's it's all about keeping an audience in the future. But I don't know if they want to go that way. It's their thing. I'm just surprised that the XFL doesn't have it. Okay, we'll go back to this. Okay, let's see. He suffered the injury in the Hurricanes 4-0 defeat. Oh, what? He played. When he got the knee injury, I wonder what the score was. Like 4-0 defeat to the. Oh, they lost. He suffered the injury in the Hurricanes 4-0 defeat to the Vegas Golden Knights on Saturday. He played 17 minutes and recorded 2 shots on goal. After further consultation with global experts in his field, what does that even mean? That's so weird. It has determined that the best course of action for Andre's future is to have the surgery and to have it done by our team orthopedist, Dr. Marty Isbell, said General Manager Don Waddell. We're confident that Andre will make a full recovery. Well, yeah, had this injury been in Bobby Orr's days, oh my gosh, I don't think, I don't, there's no way he could survive. He could get, say, a full recovery. In those days, nah, they would. I don't think there would have been a full recovery. I can imagine in the future they're probably going to say that about surgeries today. Like, they just only get better and better and find how what can be done without the trauma of surgery. But let's see some more latest NHL articles. Capitals Ovechkin out versus Rangers lower body injury. No, the old lower body injury. Don't want to mention what it is because then when Ovechkin is on the ice, the other team knows, ooh, a little ankle problem. So, they kind of just, figure out ways to kind of annoy him, a little slash on the ankle, wherever ankle it is, or, a knee, a little tap on the knee, just to kind of, piss the player off, as they say. It's all intimidation. Sports can be a lot of intimidation. Uh, the only time you really can't intimidate is like what, tennis or ping pong or badminton. Notice that you're separate. The two teams or two teams or two participants are separated by something, a physical barrier. As in like a net, where you really can't intimidate by screaming at the other person because it's kind of like the umpire is going to say, "Hey, game on." Enough chit chat, like I am, like too much chit chat. Oh, let's see what else we have. Okay, Capitals Ovechkin out versus lower body. 17 minutes ago. Wow, I didn't know this was. Okay, let's see. 17 minutes ago. Okay, watch the Capitals captain Alexander Ovechkin will miss Tuesday game against the New York Rangers with a lower body injury. Update. Sonny Milano illness will not play tonight versus New York. Ovechkin, 37, had 19.49 of ice time during Saturday's 5-1 victory over New York Islanders and registered an assist. The 6'3" wing. I didn't know he was 6'3". 6'3" winger has 36 goals and 62 points in the 62 games this season. That's pretty good. Ovechkin has 1,816 goals at 1,000 and his 1-3 career games is trying to chase down Gretzky's all-time goal scoring record of 894. Yeah, that's something that would really boost the looks, the eyeballs when he's close. I mean, there's just going to be all the amount of reporters are going to be at a game that he's only like 3 goals, like starting at 3 goals away, like could get a hat trick that game. And wow, the amount of press that would be, if when he just tying the record, you know what I mean? And then the game is just to ties the record, and then next game would. I wouldn't even. Oh, it doesn't even matter if it's even an away game. Oh, the instant sellout, the Reese. Oh my gosh, the people that buy season tickets will sell their ticket 4 or 5 times over, the price, because that'll help pay for their season that they'll miss that one game, which is the whole reason. Oh gosh, that's the thing though. You have your season ticket holder, and you're gonna possibly miss the game. Well, I mean, you're gonna miss the game that possibly Alexander Ovechkin will break or tie Wayne Gretzky's record, which it really hurts. But you gotta look. What the heck? I mean, you paid how much for the season tickets versus, well, at least they'll pay for at least a few. It's a few dollars in the pocket. Yeah, it's a tough call to make. It's a tough call to make. Miss one game, miss something that's very historical, or get some financial compensation for the season tickets that you bought. Especially most people, would they buy a pair of season tickets? Because one, you go by yourself all the time. It's kind of odd. Unless it's a business, like, yeah, you get into that whole thing, like people buy a season ticket just for business so they can bring people to the game. I don't know. There's a possibility, but they're there. They call it corporate. Yeah, I can imagine the corporate ones. That depends if they can afford it, but that would be like the who's who of hockey would be there. You got Wayne Gretzky, of course, would be in the building. I mean, in case he breaks the record, they're gonna stop the game and give Ovechkin some kind of trophy again. I'm guessing plaque. It's gonna be all ready. It's everything's probably ready. Right now they're already. It's kind of a ways away. It might not be this season, but definitely Alex Ovechkin will be playing next season if he doesn't break Wayne Gretzky's record this year. That's for sure. That's a given. I don't think he can. I don't think he can. I looked at the numbers right now. It's probably too far away for this year, but it could be a possibility next season, I guess. But wow, whatever that would be the let's see. Well, yeah, if you go 894 and 816, wow, you just take away 16 from 894. Let's see, use the math. Wait, 10. Let's see. So what? So, so, oh, 16. Oh, wait. What am I looking at? Oh, yeah, there it is. 816 to 894. Yeah, you're looking at, at least 26, 36, 46, 56, 66, 76. Yeah, it's not going to be this year. That's for sure. It's 894, and he's got 816. No, it won't be this year. It might be 2 years. It might be not even next season. Wow. I didn't even look at the math, and there's no way it's going to be this year. It's just not happening. That's just. Additionally, winger Sonny Milano will not play against the Rangers due to an illness. The 26-year-old forward has 10 goals and 29 points in 54. The Capitals sit in the sixth place in the Metropolitan Division with 71 points, and are 5 points back of the New York Islanders for the final playoff spot. Wow. Okay. Insider trading: O'Reilly will return before the playoffs. GMs discuss rule changes 8 months ago or 8 minutes ago. Okay, O'Reilly will return before the playoffs. GMs discuss rule changes. TSN's Hockey's insider Darren Dreger and Chris Johnson joined Gina Retta to discuss the biggest news. Okay, movies. Go. Good plug in for those two, like they needed from me. Chris Johnson is encouraging news from the Leafs, and the thing is, Kyle Dubas said definitely that Ryan O'Reilly will be back before the playoffs. That wasn't necessary total question, but we've been more vague with this timeline. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okay, I got that. Loud and clear. Okay, get back to where I was going. Lightning forward Stamkos out Tuesday day to day with LBI, lower body injury. Better not say what exactly is it. Why even say lower body, upper body? Just say injury and leave it at that. Blackhawks signed D. Kaiser to entry level deal. Wow, wow. I would not know who that person is at all. All right, that's for that. I'm gonna get off of the TSN side because it's mostly hockey in TSN. Let's see, unless it's just a coincidence, I just ended up with a lot of hockey stuff. Yeah, there we go. Good, we got some other sports here. Okay. Oh wow, that sounds good. Okay, that's NFL. I'll wait for that. I'll see what else is out there. TFC claims Guterres off waivers from Whitecaps. I I I probably said it again and again that I'm just a I'll admit it. I'm just a fair weather TFC fan. I could watch the game, especially on a large screen, which really changed the world when I got the 65-inch television and watching soccer. It just happened to be the time when the Toronto TFC, the Toronto Football Club, was on a good run, and I would watch the games, and I was actually interested in watching TFC. That was it. I only watched Toronto Football Club. I kind of watched the Vancouver Whitecaps too. After there was double headers, like you could watch the TFC and then the Vancouver Whitecaps after that, and I kind of liked it with them winning and uh, watching win the championship that year, and it's just that I just I, I didn't don't think I could watch it if they're not doing well. I know that's fair weather fan, which I am. I'm guilty. Yes, I'm guilty as a fast charge. I'm just a fair weather fan when it comes to the TFC, but I'm interested. If I was able to go to games, I'd actually go watch them play if they were doing good. What little dollars you have, it's worth it one game. But yeah, I just like I said, it's mostly just the TV really helped me watch the soccer again because if you if you're trying to watch soccer on a small TV, it just doesn't really work as well as a big screen TV. It's made for a big screen TV. I'm talking about like soccer. It's just made for a big screen TV. It's much easier for the camera to follow the ball when the ball takes a while to move off the screen. Follow, as the camera follows it. It's a lot easier. Okay, so FIFA expands 2025 World Cup again to create a 104 game program. Well, 2026. My eyesight. That's kind of interesting. The 2026 World Cup is a little bit interesting because it's going to be in stadiums that are already built, okay, or they're going to upgrade it, which is fine. I mean, it's the whole idea of going to a country that doesn't really have that many stadiums at the begin with, which has happened in the last World Cup. My interest is only because Canada was in it, and that was it. that's as far as it went. It was just being patriotic. That's it. And when that first goal came, like when they finally scored their first World Cup goal, I was actually like screaming in excitement, going, like it was such like, wow, Canada's going to win its first World Cup game kind of feeling, and that didn't happen. Then that was it. It fell right off the radar for me to watch the World Cup. Like, there's so much political stuff with it comes with it, like the how many how many how many people died making the stadiums. Like, wow, I just don't understand it. I don't even want to go there. The whole concept of people coming from third world countries, to go to work in construction, and it's like they die and they just go, oh, they had a heart attack. Oh, that's it. I had enough. It's not worth me. Like, how can you ever do that again? There's just the World Cup. I mean, like, you could never do that again. It just doesn't. I'm sorry, if it's not the United States of America, I don't think it's even worth putting a World Cup anywhere else in this world. I think it should just be the permanent site. World Cup every 4 years in U.S. stadiums. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could have it in a European, with there. There is enough stadiums, but they're not really world class stadiums. Like, this the facts here. They might just have one or two stadiums, and that's it. The rest, they just get by with what they got. Because, well, I have to look up. Of course, like, if I'm going to look up Germany, I'm going to look up every soccer stadium. Like, I think that you can't have it like one country in Europe to host a World Cup. It has to be like Germany, France, Italy. You know, Germany, France, Italy, and whatever is sharing it. It would be more sellouts, of course, and uh, yeah, like, it's going to be a super sellout just in the United States. It's going to be a super sellout because everyone that's into soccer is like, that's the whole point. They had to go back to the United States of America. I remember from the last World Cup. Was it 92? 92? I can't remember the year exactly. You have to. I don't feel like doing the math where every 4 years, but I don't think it was 96. It was a little late for that. It was 90, 92, or, well, let's see. Let me 90, 94, 94, because 90 was in Italy. 94 must have been when it was in the United States the first time. That was very successful. That was a very successful World Cup. I mean, just the way it is. You got the right population size, and you got the right amount of stadiums, and the interest was there because people that were interested in soccer would go watch it. Let's see. Is that it for the? Oh, Indian Wells tennis. All right, we went through. I think my piece on tennis where it's. I just I'm just not a I'm not a tennis fan anymore. Like, I used to watch every sport you could think of, and say like the 1980s. I would have watched everything, even rugby, even uh, Australian rules football, or uh, I would have watched anything, and even a handball game. I have yet to see what a handball game actually looks like. Yeah, I know I can YouTube it, and probably I never really comes across me. I go, let me see what a handball game looks like. I've never played it, and that's a weird part too. How could we not have played handball in high school or elementary school? Like, that seems so easy to do. You got a ball with two nets in the gymnasium. For some reason we never played it. I always That was weird. Played a lot of badminton. That was easy. We had all the holes in the floor, the gymnasium where the nets would go. Yeah, we one, two, three. Yeah, there was like six nets. And I remember back the day that the high school's gymnasium had a wall that was divided that could divide the gym in half, which was kind of perfect for badminton because that way you don't disturb the other games with the running into their field of play and the birdie doesn't go flying into the other net, the other court. But like I was saying, yeah, it was like I didn't get into that whole how do we not play field hockey? Something that's called hockey, and you don't play that in Canada. That was weird. How did that not happen? That seemed like an easy one, and yet we never played field hockey. We never played rugby either. I don't know what it was. Maybe because the high school I went to was kind of rough and tough. It was a rough and tough high school. We could have never. We probably couldn't have done wrestling because it was such a weird. That's right. I went to high school and we didn't even have wrestling. Probably because they were too scared. Everybody was going to freaking do real fights and like it was like it was at the intimidation. Wrestling is all about like intimidation and never got into it. That's an individual sport. That's probably why you never hear about wrestlers unless it's like fake wrestling back in the day. Let's see. Canes versus Penguins live. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Can Carlson win Norris despite Sharks being there? I don't know. I thought we had some other news. Let's see. CFL names Winnipeg as host of the 25 Grey Cup. Okay, I hope it works out. Winnipeg. Canada shuts out Colombia at the World. Canada shuts out Colombia. Okay, World Baseball. I didn't even know that. Since it's Canada, I'll just go into it. Canada shuts out Colombia at WBC. Sets up winner take all with Mexico. Wow. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Mexico's got a good team. I mean, a lot of Mexicans who try to make the national, national baseball leagues like American League and National League. Otto Lopez hit a three-run homer. Noah Skiro threw 5 quality innings, and Canada shut out Colombia 5-0 on Tuesday. I can imagine Colombia probably has a lot of people interested in playing baseball. Just try to make it out of Colombia. Canada led 1-0 going into the eighth inning, but Owen Cassidy had a 2-out RBI single to push the lead to 2-0. Lopez 3-1 shot in the ninth gave them an even bigger cushion. Wow, Canada's pitching staff gave us just 5 hits. What? Wow, Colombia's Oscar Mercado with 2 hits. Canada's first baseman, Los Dodgers star Freddie. Last night, Dodgers. I mean, oh wow, there's MLB players playing in this. I didn't know that. We go Venezuela 4, Nicaragua 1. I bet you get a lot of players from trying in Venezuela, Nicaragua. Definitely like a way to get out of the country and go to the States. Who wouldn't? That's okay. Canada beats Colombia. Yeah, we've seen that. Blue Jays agreed a minor league deal with ULT. I don't even know what that is. Ruiz 50 million with Nats could be worth 76 million over 10 years. Ruiz. Ooh, that's a lot of cash. That is a lot of money. Oh wow. Okay. Do we have anything else besides Manchester United? No, I'm not going to go on. United set. That's this one. Manchester United's. Let's see. I'm not going to get into Manchester United myself. I don't really follow European soccer. Must see. Haley makes history of 5 goals. Yeah, digital sports. So I don't. There's no NBA news. It's not that I really looking for it. It's amazing that there's no NBA news in this. But boy, there it is. Top headlines NFL. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes. All right. Report Colts planning to release Ryan in cat move. Wait, isn't there like two kinds of moves on that? If you okay, maybe they'll explain it. Let's see. The Indianapolis Colts will release longtime NFL. Well, easy. The long time sounds bad. I'll do it over. The Indianapolis Colts will release longtime NFL. Why didn't you say veteran? Okay, I'll start over. The NFL, the Indianapolis Colts will release longtime NFL quarterback Matt Ryan in a cost-cutting move Wednesday. A person with knowledge of the decision told the Associated Press. The person requested anonymity because the decision has not been announced publicly. Then why did he say it for? What possesses somebody? Like, if it's true, like if it's really true, okay, that there is a person who said to a reporter like, hey, let me tell you something, but I don't want you to, I don't want you to reveal the source you got it from. My only thinking is, why do it? Why risk your beautiful cushy job that you have with a sports organization, a professional sports organization, in a front office capacity, whatever it is, could be, as they say, you could be privy to this information that so would be those Indianapolis Colts. And all you're gonna do is cause somebody in our organization to go, okay, who's the one that's kind of like spilling the beans to reporters before it's finalized? And the thing is, like, it just causes probably internal strife. And we're talking, if it's not the general manager or the head coach, if it's someone that's lower than that, like I said, front office person that's does whatever in an office job with. Why would you risk that? Why would you risk your job? I'm pretty sure there is a clause they sign that if they leak out information that hasn't been finalized yet to the press, they're subject to termination. Like, using fancy schmancy words like termination and still fired with cause. Like, why would you risk that over what? Look, you turn on the TV at home and there it is. With a source of anonymity, the Indianapolis Colts will release. I don't know. That's the quarterback that didn't score in the second half. If I'm correct, didn't score in the second half, and they lost the Super Bowl. Remember when they were up? Yeah, that's right. That's let's see. They're really harsh on this. They're really harsh on Ryan. Look at this. Okay, the person requested anonymity because the decision has not been. I already said that one. Where you're like, why would you risk your job on that? That's just insanity. Okay, but then they're really brutal on this one by releasing the 37-year-old quarterback. Why not just say veteran? Okay, by releasing the 37-year-old quarterback, it'll save Indy about $17.2 million in salary cap charges next season, and allowing it to open free agency with about $30 million of cap space. I suppose I don't know how that works out. Is there a formula? I never really looked into it. Is there some kind of formula that they have that makes like cap? Like, how does it work? Like percentage of salary and goes towards the cap. I have no idea how it works right now. I never really got into it. Like, only if I would get into it only if I had someone else to discuss it with, and like what is cap space and what does it all mean and all that. But I just don't really want to get into it right now. But Indy hosts the number 4 overall pick next month's NFL draft, and most analysts expect it to select one of 4 quarterbacks. Ooh, good. I like this. Okay, they're number 4, and you got a chance of these quarterbacks. Heisman Trophy winner Bryce Young. Sounds probably he's not going to happen because somebody else might pick him up. They're the fourth choice. Two-time Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year C.J. Stroud, strong arm Will Lewis, or Anthony Richardson. I like the strong arm Will Lewis. Okay, the reason is the strong arm Will Lewis. I don't even know who it is, but it reminds me of say Buffalo Bills. You know, and you can't teach you cannot teach arm strength. The person either has the arm strength or doesn't. Accuracy, to a point can be tweaked. Like there's certain reasons why a player might just not be as accurate, or decision making. Those are things that can be learned here and there to a point where there could be improvement. Arm strength, I, I suppose you can kind of change the mechanics, maybe get some better results. But man, if either you have the strength of Josh Allen or you don't. Like whatever reason, there's just the right muscles that he has that just can whale a ball, a certain mechanics that everything works. Of course, he's one of the ones that would have threw that rock far. Like to catch a say like back in the hunter gatherer days, you got someone like Josh Allen with an arm like that. He's the first one that throws a rock at say whatever like an animal trying to catch. Can't waste the bow and arrow. If there was, it could be pre bow and arrow days. Sharper than old rock, and you got someone like Josh Allen who's kind of flinging that rock and a couple hit something in the head, the old coconut and was a week out nowadays. And there's dinner for everyone. And I don't know how that came about. That's just funny. I just love doing that. It's just so funny to do that. Let's see. So yeah, let's see. Will Lewis, Will Lewis, Levis, Will Levi. Is it Will Levi or Will Lewis? It's either. I thought it's sure. I'm gonna look that up. Okay, so it's gonna be the quarterback prospect. Quarterback prospect Will Lewis. Okay, I gotta see this. I got to see this. Quarterback prospect Will Lewis. Quarterback prospect Will Lewis. Let me see who this chap is. Why did I get this stupid one? TSN. Okay. Quaterback prospect. Quarterback prospect Will Lewis. No, it's Levis. Let's see. Let me go to images first. Okay, let's see what he looks like. Okay, he might look tough. I've never seen. I don't think I've seen this player before. What team is it? I think you can see a bowl game. Kentucky. No, I didn't even watch a Kentucky bowl game. Oh, I didn't. I don't know if they're wearing a bowl game. I would have. Oh, this would have been killer for me to watch this because this guy could be tall, like six. Okay, I'm gonna guess if he's like in the 6'5" range, because big arm, long arm. You're this. You can't. You gotta go for it. You definitely gotta go for it. I want to see like what is the stats? Like what is his height? Quarterback. I'm gonna look up uh, Will Lewis stats. No, I'm gonna say like personal. Will Lewis height. Like height. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Well, I'm on videos. I'm on news. I should go on them all. Okay, well, quarterbacks. Okay. What did I? Okay, let's see. What? Okay, Will Lewis height. Let's see. 1.19 meters. Oh, what? 1.91 meters. What am I doing? Okay. Oh, I'm not. I'm so old. I don't know what that 1.91 meters. Okay, 1.19 meters. 1.19 meters. What is 1.91 meters? Yes. Let's see. Here. 1.91 meters is 191 centimeters. Good, Kosh. Good. That was good. They got me good. Okay, in height. What is 1.9 in feet? There you go. 6'3". Not bad. It's on the threshold of not being like, but his arm length might be. You know what? You might have a longer arm reach there, but that's pretty good. It- like if someone that's 5'10", it's their arm length is that long, so you might, no matter what, you might not be able to have that length arm to fling it that far. We're talking far throws, so I guess he could throw the ball far. Let's see, what is his arm length? Six. They say 6'4" here, but he's close to 6'4". He's 32-inch arm length. And he recorded a 34-inch vertical jump, a 10'4" broad jump, second best among quarterbacks behind Anthony Richardson. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at this one. Someone asked, for some reason it says, why are vintage Levi's so small? Uh, the population got bigger. We're actually, I think if someone that's like, even if someone that's 5'10", 150 years ago, you're you're probably tall, even though 5'10" is below average, I guess. But yeah, I mean, we're just a different society. See, because the people are smaller. Simply put, denim shrinks a lot. Yeah, it's true too. If you have a lot of, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. That's probably why you don't really wash your jeans like you. They, yeah, you can't really wash your jeans all the time. That's one problem is that they. But I bet you it's another thing is that we're just we like to wear baggier clothes now too in life. I do. I like if I have I don't even know if I have a pair of jeans anymore. I don't even think about jeans anymore. But if I had a pair of jeans, I probably like a little bit baggier. I don't want them too tight. It's just I don't want the heat build up to the old chafing between the legs. Ooh, I don't breathe as much. But they're pretty tough, durable for jeans are pretty tough and durable. But uh I wear track pants everywhere I go. I mean, I seriously like have grown up, no wife, no girlfriend, where I'm free to do whatever I feel like and dress the way I feel like. I have like my track pants. I don't even know if I even have pants except a suit pants, like for a 3-piece suit. Like I don't know if I have the best, but like at least a 2-piece suit with the coat, very good expensive one that I I guess the only thing I'd wear to a wedding reception or a funeral. It's about all I'd wear that. Kind of like dark, very very dark gray, kind of almost black, which kind of suits wedding receptions and funerals. Which is really sad I I'm wearing a suit. Just that's all I have a reason to wear. I don't even care about suits. I just the only reason I'm wearing a suit to a wedding reception is if it's someone that's close to me, like in a family, because respect that if they want me to be coming in a suit. But if I don't know them that well and going to a wedding reception, I don't even know what I'd wear. Try to like what I guess the suit pants I got. Might as well wear what I got. Why wasting money on nice pants I'm not gonna wear again? Uh, it's the sweater part probably. I just I'm either in track pants or track pants shorts, like either or just a pair of plain shorts with zippers. I love zippers. You don't lose things with things are zipped up. Yeah, like t-shirts. I don't even know the last time I wore. I didn't wear it. I haven't had a t-shirt on. It was something another type of shirt. Track pants, track shorts, like regular shorts. And I love everything like the new wave. How everything is big. I still go. I still got an old fashioned pair of swimming trunks. I never wear them. I mean, that's if I'm wearing swimming trunks, it's because I've ran out of clothes to wear and I'm doing laundry. That's I don't want to wear my swimming trunks. They're too hot. Even in the summertime, they are too hot to wear. Unless you're going swimming. It's, that plus they're too short too. It's like almost like wearing Adidas shorts back in the day. I used to remember. I had what? I probably had the red ones, the green ones, whatever. The original '70s Adidas shorts. Oh yeah, I used to. That was for gym class with the original track pit. Oh yes, I still got one. I still got a Adidas matching bottom and top tracksuit, and it's in the style of the '70s. I really don't want to wear that thing. I just love it just to wear it when I have to go somewhere where I gotta look respectable, but I don't wear suits, so I'll put that on. I don't want to wash it all the time. I really don't want to wash it. It's just washing room's clothes. So like I got I got a pair of track pants and Adidas top that looks similar to that, and I wear that a lot. That's yeah, like I really don't wear anything except track pants or shorts. That's it. Like, nah, that's just the way life is going. Let's see. Wow, it's past 8 o'clock. Wow, I I definitely like. I've never seen him play, but I with when it said strong arm, I mean that's probably the. Um, I was a huge Josh Allen fan back when he was being looking for a team, NFL team. I mean, definitely didn't know him before the Wyoming days. Is it Wyoming? The football, but I remember I watched the what's it called again? The college bowl that was like the Senior Bowl. Yeah, I watched the Senior Bowl, and and Josh Allen was in the Senior Bowl. He wasn't. He was kind of not doing that great for that quarter, the first quarter. He wanted to play a few. He wanted to play in the second half because he was so mad about his performance from earlier. And I'm like, Bills. Like I'm thinking of the Buffalo Bills. You got to draft that guy. I mean, you got to draft him. Look at. I mean, you can't take a chance that with that arm. And that's the same way I feel with him. It's just the arm strength. I don't know if Patrick Mahomes has the same strength as Josh Allen, like throwing distance. Like, but you can miss up on. You can mess. Like there's hit and misses in drafts, and the strong arm guy could just be that's it. And what if he doesn't? He can't do anything else. And he doesn't. He's not an NFL caliber quarterback. You could have lost out on a future possible Patrick Mahomes style. I mean, I think Patrick Mahomes has a strong arm, but that's just the way he just does new innovative ways of throwing the ball. Like, never give up kind of deal. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's something I would probably look into. That's what got me right there. But it said strength, arm strength. I'm like, wow, that's a possibility. Oh, let's see what's okay. Let's see, TV Guide. Let's see what's on. I already go on that. Yeah, I don't even have Cogeco cable, but I just go on it to see what's going down. Okay, let's see. It's past 8 o'clock, so Night Court. That the old show's back. FBI, FBI, The Bachelor, not happening. Okay, this is wowzers. I don't think oh, this is like I don't even. Oh man, I don't even, glad I don't even bother with TLC. The Thousand Pound Sisters, Supersized Forbidden Fruit. I don't know. A&E's on Neighborhood Wars today. Ink Master smells like Seattle Spirit. I don't, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Well, let's see. Cheers is on country music television. Outback Opal Hunters. Uh, WWE next. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Bob Hart's Ashabuga. I don't know. Okay. History's greatest of all time with Peyton Manning. Let's see. Let's see. History's greatest. Oh, Peyton counts down the game-changing entrepreneur's contributions to media and finance and the Titans of the history open. I don't know. I'm not big on that one. I just the one the show seemed like it was promising, but they started out with the Colosseums, like best stadiums, I guess. And the Roman Colosseum was number one. It is kind of. I mean that pretty well is the idea behind an arena, like the size of it, the way the crowd set up, the way the exits were. Even though it was like people died in those things with the gladiator fights. That's good. You realize how long that was going, and we get into the whole MMA fighting is kind of like one step below that, practically. The people. I know there's no knives and swords involved, and spear trident spear with net versus sword. Yeah, it's just weird. Weird. It's just bizarre. Let's see. I should go back on it and go. Let's see. What's I don't think there's anything in sports that I want to watch tonight because tomorrow will be the XFL game I'd like to watch. Okay, let's see. Gotta go up to the 700s. That way I can start with the HD channels. What's going on? Friday Night Lights after the fall. Crave. Well, that's that Crave stuff. You gotta pay for all that stuff. I guess I have to do it. I'm good with paying for that. American as to Aristocats Guide to Great Estates, the Smithsonian Channel. I don't catch that. Planet Earth Dynasties. What's that one? BBC Earth. Battle of the Alpha's Power. Movie Still Next. Strange Evidence. Uh huh. Uh huh. No, it doesn't look like I'm going to be interested in any of that. I really don't care. Scary Movie 2. I'm good with all that. Puccini, Madame Butterfly. No, I'm not a big opera guy. Superman and Lois. Nah, I'm good. Let's see. Paperly program. Okay. Modern Family. Nah, I'm not interested. Oh. Dr. K's Exotic Animal. Nah, I'm okay. Outrageous Acts of Science, Shock, and Awesome. I think I've seen that one already. Let's see. Chicago Med. Yeah. Seinfeld. Seinfeld. Cheers. Yeah. Catfish, the TV show. I don't even know what that is. It's on MTV. It can't be about fishing if it's on MTV. There's no way. The TV Catfish, the TV show. Tara McColton on TikTok, but I fell hard. for him. But Colton's recent disappearance and strange behaviors. Taylor questioning everything as they just deeper glorified shocking answers. Taylor didn't see coming. Whoa. That's way too much info. Get to me to the sports. Come on, get me to the sports channel. See what's on the sports channel. You might have tennis. I'm gonna guess tennis. Okay, we're Weather Network. Yeah, I wonder what's on the Weather Network. Gee, I wonder what's on the Weather Network. Okay, HBO's, Brave, Stars, Vaults, Picks, Vision. Wow. Let's see. Oh yeah, I see. Outrageous Acts of Science, Animal Planet. I don't know if I want to watch it. Superman, Simon Fell, Cheers, Catfish. That was that whole Catfish thing. I don't even know why. Ink Masters. Yeah. Uh, Someone give me a reason to turn the big TV on, please. You might end up putting the laptop on the big TV. Oh boy. There we go. TSNs. BNP Purpose Open Tennis. Just not interested. NHL hockey. Montreal Canadiens versus Pittsburgh. They'll probably say that it's not available in my area. I was like, okay. I always laugh at that one. If I turn on TV and I go put it on that channel, like I'm not interested in watching it that much, but just when it says that it's not available in my region, I'm like, well, I'm kind of far from Pittsburgh, and I'm kind of far from Montreal. How the heck was I able to watch them live anyways? Like they're kind of that wasn't happening. NHL Winnipeg Jets versus Carolina. Oh, when the Winnipeg Jets are saying that it's blocked in my area, I'm thinking like, oh, you guys just want me to go get the NHL package or something, which I don't feel like. Like, what's like you put it on here. What's going on here? Come on. I don't know. I lost it. I don't think there's anything I'm really interested in. I'm gonna just close that off. Oh wow, I'm actually only looking forward to tomorrow night. Uh, you the XFL game. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna. I don't even know what I'm gonna watch. I don't. I have no idea. I might just laptop it tonight on the internet. I don't know. I mean, I don't even feel like shutting off the stream because then I'll have to stop talking. I won't be able to just talk out loud. I don't. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! I don't know. Just the thought of it's crazy that the thought of shutting off the live stream is just making me feel like, wow. Then what do I do? I really don't have anything to do. Uh, I don't know why this is doing this. Okay, let's see. I got all these tabs open, especially to change the time. Okay. Okay, we'll go back to that. I gotta go to CBC Sports News today again. See what happens. CBC Sports. Okay. Oh, it's all videos. I can't. I can't buzz on videos when I'm on live stream. It's not a good idea. You get your first strike over nothing. The unknown history of how hit field of 2002 hockey. I don't know. I'm not sure of that one. Winnipeg awarded the 2025 Grey Cup and will host the fifth time. Okay, nice. I think you would host it more than five. I mean, there's only 8 cities. FIFA expands 2020. Yeah, we've seen that already. Canada looks to solve Belgium at Billie Jean King Cup qualifier. Must be doubles tennis if he's saying can't. Players own, players own voice podcast. Former CFL pro tackles experts. I don't do this. So everybody's trying their luck on pod or the pods against. Canada earns costly shutout win over Colombia. Star slugger Freeman injured. Ooh. That's not good. Wow. Carmela, is it Carmelina Moscato? Richard Hastings become latest Canada Soccer Hall of Fame inductees. I, I don't even know. I don't even know one person in the Canadian Soccer Hall of Fame. Oh, competitive curling. I don't know anything about curling. Oh, they're talking about Auger Alasante advances to fourth round and Drescu Fernandez hosting it. I don't even know these people. I was a reluctant hockey mom. Here's my disdain for the game. Turned into pride. Is this political? It doesn't. I took my 11-year sports team for me to realize how offside I had been judging. Offside. First person. In December of watching sport that I've hated since I was a kid, and it's obviously no one anymore. I don't know. This guy didn't like hockey before, and now he likes hockey. Whatever. That's not. Carlton basketball reaches new level of dominance. Must be Canadian basketball. Oh, high school student turned Christmas Nordic skiing. I don't know. Let's see here. Highest coach away from Canada's women's team. No idea. U of Calgary men, U of T women at their University Cup hockey tournaments on top. Though, don't think about that. Oh, this is. Oh no, Dick Fosbury. Okay, this is high jump pioneer icon and 1968 Olympic champion Dick Fosbury dies at 76. Passed away at 76. American River large event with radically altered technique dubbed the Fosbury Flop. Yeah, I think you're allowed to grab. Yeah, he's touching the pole. You're allowed to touch the pole. I guess you're allowed to touch the pole. I can't remember that if you are or not. Former U.S. high jumper Dick Fosbury won the 1968 gold by inventing a new style dubbed the Fosbury flop, used over since high jumpers all over the world. That's pretty well the standard. I can't see any other way to do it. I mean, what little high jumping I did was elementary school, and yeah, I would probably only do the Fosbury flop. I didn't. I've seen people try. You're allowed to go head first. I've seen people try that, but there's only a limit you could do. It was, yeah. That's a big news. That is big news. Sporting news. Yeah, that's sporting news. Yeah, it was a heavy heart. Announced the longtime friend and client. Oh, it must be his agent. Dick Fosbury passed away peacefully in sleep in early Sunday morning after a brief recurrence of lymphoma. Oh, I didn't know he. I didn't. I wonder why. I wonder why it wasn't in the other sporting news. Okay, the lanky leaper died Sunday after recurrence with lymphoma. Before Fosbury, high jumpers cleared their height by running parallel to the bar, then leaping over with a scissors kick or their faces pointed downward. Yeah, there's a limit to that. How much you can do. Yeah, he made it. Yeah, there is a limit to what you can do. Oh wow! Even imagine being like in the 1940s Olympics or like '50s Olympics and you did the Fosbury flop, there was no you couldn't have done it because there was probably no uh, like the mat, the big mat to land on. I don't think that's another improvement there. The mat to land on. That's what made the Fosbury flop impossible, probably. Fosbury started tinkering with his new technique in the early '60s as a teenager. Among the discovery of the years was the need to move his takeoff point farther back for high jumpers. High jump. It seems strange that you're starting off so far from the pole. I could imagine the concept at the time was like, don't you want to be closer to the bar, the bar, the closest possible to the bar, so you can, scissor kick it over? Yeah, yeah. It's that is like for the young folks, that is huge. Like I was like, I mean, I'm older than the Fosbury flop, so I'm just saying that like I'm not that much older than the Fosbury flop, but I recognize it from growing up how, of course, growing up in elementary school, I was I I just thought it was a normal way to do a high jump. I didn't when I used to see like in the library, see old photos of people doing high jumps, and I used to just think, oh, they're nuts. And then that Dick Fosbury did that. Like it didn't really all click in at the time, like it is now. Later on in life, it's like, yeah, that what it must have been just an insane revolutionary concept. Of course, it was to be able to do that high jump, and people seeing it for the first time must have really just freaked a lot of people out at the time. His technique took a while to catch on. Oh, who's it? Who wouldn't try? How would you? If you seriously want to be a high jumper and it's 1970, uh, how would you not even to make it to the '72 Munich Games? How would you not even think of not doing the Fosbury flop? I mean, wow, wow, that is amazing. That it took saying that it took a while. After one of his high school meets, the reporter that day wrote, Fosbury looks like a fish flopping on a boat. Oh, that's why they call it the flop. Okay, because they said it looked like he's a fish flopping out of a boat. I guess with the body moves, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Road legend is probably used too often. Sprint, Sprinkler tweeted, Fosbury was a. Yeah, that's true. It says like the sprint great Michael Johnson tweeted, Dick Fosbury was a true legend. It's true. Yeah. There's all these people are just saying nice things about him right now. Oh yeah. That Fosbury once received a letter from Bell event that says his sticky would lead to a rash of broken necks. Oh yeah, and jumping over the way other styles would head first. People just come up with all kinds of stuff. And, when you don't know when something is so different like that, it's just gonna throw people for a loop. And they, I just, yeah, that is for anyone that's a sports fan, or even if you're not a sports fan, the Olympics, like just like watching Olympics. Yeah, that is. Yeah, he's probably gonna have a picture. He probably has a picture engraved on his tombstone with him doing the flop, right? The Fosbury flop. I mean, everyone's gonna have to pay homage to him in the future. Oh my God, Legend of Steve. The related stories: two-time Canadian sprinter Desai. Oh, Desai Williams. That is 62. It's not Desai Williams. two-time Canadian Olympic sprinter. Was he part of the 4x4 relay team that won gold? Yeah, they won bronze. Oh, Desai Williams ran on Canada's 4x100 meter relay that won bronze at the 1984 Los Angeles Games. Oh, okay. Williams ran in Canada's 1984, although he was better known for his sixth place finish at the 100 meters at the 1988 Seoul Olympics. Okay, okay, he finished sixth at the Seoul Olympics in '88. Okay, now you know technically Ben Johnson did finish first, but was disqualified, and Carl Lewis second, and he became first. Uh, yeah, that was a crazy time. That was one crazy time when I watched Ben Johnson. Oh wow, it was like I was like in the time when I was going to I was I was like going to uh, nightclubs and that. Oh my gosh, everybody! I think because it was nighttime. It was the Olympics were in Seoul, South Korea, and I remember like the everybody for that few moments, everybody was glued to the small TVs in the nightclub in the dance club, and we're watching like the sprint, and of course Ben Johnson wins, and the eruption was insanity. It was all spontaneous, like the eruption of Canada wins gold, and the sport that dominated by USA, which the time it was dominated by the USA, and of course they got it back with Carl Lewis winning because Ben Johnson was disqualified for the steroid use, which of course at the time he didn't understand how he didn't realize that he was going to get caught, which is kind of weird. Uh, we even had an inquiry in Canada on that, like what the heck happened? Like why did But after that, 90s was it the 90s? 96? 96 Olympics? Yeah, when I forgot his name now, won gold, and then the Americans again were kind of like, hey, we used to dominate in the 100 meters, and and that crazy thing of the then Skydome with the 150-meter race between that's the American sprinter and the Canadian gold medals. I forgot his name. Donovan Bailey. Donovan Bailey. Oh yeah, that was just the most weirdest 150 meters setup. It was kind of weird how, and I didn't understand why he thought he could beat Donovan Bailey, and I just based on this weird thing that because he did the 200 meters, and if he took his last 100 meters, it was faster than Donovan Bailey's, which at the time I think even a person I think anyone who's a decent athlete, a full running head start, I think he could beat anyone. I think he can beat the today's records. You know what I mean? If you're running if you're running full head of steam, and everybody else in the field has to start at the gun, so the gun. How far? It's going to be nearly next to impossible unless the person trips to catch up to this person if he's a decent sprinter. How it's like even if you had a car, they're doing a drag race. If you're allowed to even go in this smallest economy car, wherever it can do, full stead of steam, go over the car can't start. The other car, like say a drag car, can't start until that car crosses the line. I mean, the physics involved. It would you already down. You already. It's only 100. It's like you said, it's only a quarter mile down the track. There's just not enough room for that other vehicle to catch up. There wouldn't be 100 meters. Yeah, 100 meter race. So I can imagine somebody in their prime, good athlete, running full steam, as they say, and the others can't start the race and run until that person crosses the line, and then they can go as soon as he passes them. It could say, or I mean, as soon as the female male doesn't matter, but as soon as the sprinter passes everybody, the gun will go off and they can run. What chance do you have of even catching up to that sprinter? And like, come on, I mean, that was the basis on this thing that he could have beat him in a 200. I don't even know. No idea. But anyways, there was this person that decided to put money for it and charge at the Skydome in Toronto to 100-meter race, and was Donovan Bailey. Get whoever wins gets a. And that's an insane amount of money to one race to win at that time in '96. And Michael Johnson, that was it. Yeah, Michael Johnson. Then he pulled up, and, and Donovan Bailey just said something he regretted, like I say about Instagrams and the tweeters and Twitter. He said that he was chicken, quote unquote. Uh, I don't know. That was not something I would have. I guess he regretted saying that. He did. Actually, he did say that he regretted saying that. He's like, he didn't. Whether he faked this injury or not, it didn't matter to me. He wasn't going to win this race. Donovan Bailey was a sprinter, and like Donovan Bailey said earlier, that it's only 100 meters, but after 100 meters, he said he could continue on longer, and then it was only another 50 meters. And yeah, you're not going to beat him. It's just Michael Johnson was never going to beat him. If it was like he didn't slip or something like that. But yeah, and as far as Michael Johnson saying that he faked an injury because he didn't want to look like, oh, I couldn't finish the race. He wasn't going to win anyways. He was way behind. There was just no way he was going to win. So it didn't really fake it. If he really quit, he could have just quit for real. But then, like, oh, he quit and then he went. I don't know. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. There was just no way he could have beat. It could have beat Donovan Bailey. There's just no way. He's a like I said, he's a sprinter, a 100-meter sprinter, and you're not gonna beat him. You're just not gonna beat him. And Michael Johnson is a 200-meter sprinter. It's a different sport. If Donovan Bailey could beat him at 200 meters, he would be in the 200-meter race too. Like, come on, it's a total different sport. It's a time and place, and lessons were learned, I guess. On like you can't. It was just fun. It was all you know. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there is Desiree Williams. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What else? That's regular news. No, understand regular news. Okay. Let's see. Channel 6 heads of the PHF. I don't know what that means. Let's just do some NFL news. Let's do some NFL news today. Alrighty, latest NFL.
Here are some matching news articles.
Oh, thank you. Latest NFL news and rumors. Panthers expected to visit ex-Vikings wide receiver Adam Thielen. I'm not sure who he is. I'm not sure. Best free agent destinations for Matt Ryan's after Colts release. I don't know what to think. Yeah, James Bradbury revealed. You know what's funny is that you go wherever he goes somewhere, whatever team he goes to next year, he's still getting paid, so he's getting bonus. You could sign him for next to nothing practically. If that's all right, like he's already getting paid by the other team. They released him. He's willing to play, so I think they have to pay him or something like that. Chargers release starting OL saving 6 months. It seems like it's all cruel and all that, but we're talking like when you get cut from an NFL team, and if you've been on the NFL team for 5 years, you must have made millions of dollars. Now, if you're what, like who was that again that couldn't stop spending all his money, and that was famous wide receiver Terrell Owens. He was making almost $1 million a game in Buffalo, like if that's correct. Like how do you? I don't know what to think. I just don't know how to answer that question of why I guess it just happens in life, thinking that it's an endless supply. Like there's so much money at once. Right? Because I'm speaking from a point of view in my life where, wow, $1 million right at this moment, $1 million. I wouldn't even buy a house right now. It's what's the average price of a house? Even like $400,000. Like the upkeep of it, that's that. It's not even worth. Oh my gosh! I guess buy a house and rent it out. Live in the back. I don't know. Say live in the back in a trailer. What else can I say? I mean, I just, oh, I don't know. I mean, it seems crazy how it need 2 million these days to make up that million. Like, because like say like the minimum amount needed for a person like with pretty well zero funds in the negative, and they win $1 million. And if they don't plan the work, which if they can't plan the work, they they can't buy a house. You just cannot buy a house. It would just take up too much of the original. Remember, money's not coming in anymore. So, and learning from all these players, like wow, it can actually money can actually just disappear and it doesn't come back. If you're not making money, it, it's it's different if someone already has a job and a career and they win even $500,000. Well, that's a bonus to them. They could go and pay for 90% of the home, right off the bat with 10% more or 10% of it on a mortgage, which is it's going to be nothing. You pay for in 10 years, 20 years, whatever. Better off just paying off as much as you can to get less interest. But yeah, it's just less of a mortgage. That's about it. But yeah, and be able to do things in life, the vacations, the boats for no reason, and stuff like that comfortably. But if it's just someone like in my situation in life, winning $1 million is not the same anymore. It's got to be 2 million because the million would be just a house, basic home. And I'm talking basic home and upkeep. Then the other million to whatever the groceries, the vehicles, and whatever crazy lifestyle or what, you know. But if anything, to learn a lesson, if anyone over the age of 18 is just starting out, is what is it like? You just entertainment is the most money that could be spent. That that kills the budget, and obviously it'd be is like saying illicit drugs. I mean, this I'm not saying I'm a good. I'm not saying like I'm not taking a position on it. I'm just saying that, like from like say a financial standpoint, that's number one. That would be the budget killer, as they say. That would be a budget killer. That's a lot of money. It's down the drain. Uh, the number that includes that you get. That's why I don't really want to have an opinion. You could start saying in life is like alcohol, like buying the brewskis. Um, yeah, excessive drinking will cost eventually. Start. And there's always so many things, and the one thing that could be controlled easily, like besides those two, is the entertainment, and that's includes sporting events, and that's what I mean by like winning X amount of dollars. I would like to go watch live sporting events, but I still wouldn't be able to enjoy it. I No, I still wouldn't be able to go to see live sporting events because it's just not. That's too taxing on me to sit down. So yeah, there's just no way you could. There's just no way that you could get around it in life where you don't have the health. It's, there's no amount of money that could buy my health. There's no amount of money that could buy my health back that would enable me to go for what I used to like doing was hiking. I just, yeah, I was just thinking about like not being able to hike anymore. Uh, like the super anxiety attack I could have right now. I can actually make an anxiety attack happen on myself by just thinking of the ways I used to love hiking. Not serious hiking. I'm just talking just with a backpack and food for the day. Just a walk and kill a day. Nice beautiful day, kill the day. And there's days when you can't do it in the summer because it's too hot. But it's what would it cost? The price of gasoline to get to whatever a area to walk, to hike through. And that's it. If you already have the vehicle, it's just a amount of gasoline you're going to spend to go. That's it. Other other than that, is the lunch. Uh, that's it. Yeah, that's. Oh, I'm actually thinking of. It can be sports related. Sure. Yes. Yeah, because I could also have anxiety attacks thinking of all the things I can't do in life, like going to watch sporting events. I don't know if that goes into financial too. I don't have the money for that kind of stuff. But if like I said, if I had the money to go, even if I had the money to go watch sporting events, I'm still not going to be able to watch sporting events. I'd have to watch it like this, and probably the way I am sitting, like with a propped up pillow. I mean, lying down with a propped up pillow like this. I could go watch some Blue Jays games. the hotel room. I'd have to look it up and see if they still have that. I actually would be interested in watching a Blue Jays baseball game live if I could watch from hotel room. Just just so I could lie down on the bed and watch it and get. I get up once in a while. I don't have to. I'm not glued to the bed, but I just don't. I just cannot sit in the stands. That's not. I don't even know if a recliner is even good enough. I just don't want to spend all that money and find out the recliner's not good enough. I One way to test it is to if I had money to spend like that. There's one way to test it. I think going to one of those cinemas with the recliner chairs, uh, see if I could sit through a movie. Uh, I'd probably fall asleep through a movie nowadays. There's no new movies I'm interested in. Uh, maybe maybe The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler was on. That's fun. I don't know. No, North Dallas 40 was a lot. But any given Sunday, I could have tried to watch in the movie theater. I don't know. I don't know. There's just too much things in movies. I just can't stand like the situations that they're in, and the doesn't really happen in real life. But I'm wondering about this. Just looking out the window right now. This looks nice and peaceful. Don't really hear any cars driving by. Don't hear any vehicles driving by. Only if there's a loud exhaust. That's about it. But it's far enough to. Road's far enough, I guess, that I don't really hear the traffic that much. Well, it looks pretty nice. So I have the window open. I'm kind of getting chilly, but I got the bedroom door closed, so it doesn't make the furnace run and run. I should put a towel. I should start wearing. Yeah, when it's really cold, I'll put a towel at the bottom of the door, just so rolled up towel, so the cold air does not go in the other rooms, so it doesn't set the thermostat off. I like it cold though. I like it this cold. Uh, yeah, that window opened the other day. Oh my gosh, when that window was open the other day, it just made the thermostat run and run. And oh, did I ever? I could not figure it out. Uh, just at the time, I couldn't figure out why was I so tired. I was at 10 when I noticed the window open. I go, the furnace must be running. It was hotter out there, so yeah, and it was hot in my room. Yeah, so yeah, I can't stand it too hot. Well, we're all human beings, I guess. I do get cold. Let's not kid ourselves. People say, "Hey, how come you're cold all of a sudden? I thought you like it cold." Yeah, there's a point where it's too cold, or maybe I am cold. The body core temperature. But normally, I like it a little chilly and brisky because the air is fresher. It feels easier to breathe in the cold air. That's with me. I like uh, summertime. I still like the way the climate's changing. Where we don't really. I don't like these month long high humidity days. I don't know. I would love to move north of 60. The desolate in the summer. I'd love to move north of 60 in the summer. Like not needing air conditioning all year round. Let's see. Let me look that up. That that would be a dream. When it comes to sports related, that's pretty well. Oh, let's look at some other. That probably well. Good luck watching sports live up there. That's not happening. But at least don't need air conditioning 3 quarters more 3 quarters of the year. Never even think of air conditioning. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, it was the Chargers release starting offensive line saving 6.5 million in cap space. Well, he did get released, and it's how does it all work? Let me look on the story on this one to see how long he's been playing for. Okay, so the Los Angeles Chargers have reportedly cut ties with starting left guard Matt Freeler or Feeler. I don't know his name. The move will save Los Angeles 6.5 million in cash base, according to Daniel Popper of the Atlantic. Feller was to have set a cap hit of 8.5 million. Okay, so Feller started 33 games in his 2 seasons with the Chargers, following a 4-year stint with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, what is the league minimum? Okay, this to say, so 4 years with the Pittsburgh Steelers and 2 years already and 2 seasons. Okay, so 33 games. I guess he must in 2 seasons. He must have missed a few for injury. Okay, so let's just say 5 years. With 5 years, what's the league minimum? Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna go with the league. What is the league minimum pay for NFL player?
According to 2023 Calendar Canada, as per the league's collective bargaining agreement established in March 2020, NFL players' minimum salary measured up to $660,000 in the 2021 season, which went up from $610,000 in 2020. The minimum salary is slated to rise to $705,000 in 2022.
That's still that's a lot of cashola for 6 years. Even if just made the league minimum, and then if you're in a state like Florida, where I think Florida doesn't have an income tax like that, so you're, you're looking at a couple $1 million. Yeah, I guess yeah, you're still young and productive in life, and yeah, that's it happens. There is a how much do NFL get players? What is the highest paid guy? What do NFL rookies get less? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he would have made that league minimum. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was the veteran league minimum there too. Let's see. Okay, go back to that. Okay, yeah. So, Feller started. So if he's getting cap hit, he's getting some pretty good money because if his cap hits are pretty high, he's making he's making over $1 million per season. That's for sure. That's got to be. Wow! Not only that, the Chargers reportedly allowing starting running back Austin Eckler to seek a trade wait from an organization after Stetson talks faltered between the two sides. Wow, that's amazing. You say, yeah, go for it, man. Go find somewhere else to. The running back is becoming a different style of these days. It used to be like back in the day when running backs was second to quarterbacks. Now it's wide receivers, I think, second to quarterbacks these days. Oh boy, all this. There's all this clickbait freaking ads first. Okay, report. Jets Aaron Rodgers trade with Packers is done. What? It finally happened after months of rumors. New York Jets have landed. Is he a Jet? Okay, is Aaron Rodgers a Jet? I don't know. Is this clickbait? I hate to be on clickbait. Get sucked into that. Is Aaron Rodgers a New York Jet? Aaron Rodgers gives wish list of free agent sources say. New York Jets signed Alan Lazard as Aaron Rodgers' wait continues. See, I like getting to the real stories. Not yet. We're not sure. We're not sure yet. Robinson trading for Rodgers would set Jets back 5 to 6 years. I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be pricey. Aaron Rodgers is going to New York Jets. I don't know. As there related questions, has Aaron Rodgers signed with the Jets? It's going to have to say no. Has not officially. Yeah, that's right. Does Aaron Rodgers have a child? I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea. The Aaron Rodgers not have a wife or children and has never been married. He was previously engaged to Shailene Woodley. I didn't know that. Okay. Why does what does Aaron Rodgers own? I don't know. Is Aaron Rodgers sponsored by Nike? I don't care. Was Aaron Rodgers' ex-girlfriend's name? I don't know. Who cares? What is going on with Aaron Rodgers' hair? That's a lot of questions people asked. Wow. Oh, wow. Aaron Rodgers goes against promises. This is New York Jets trade. New York Jets sign Alan Lazard. Do Jets owners Packers have more? Oh, wow, wow, wow. I like these. What do you call it? The pictures with him in a Jets uniform. It's so hilarious. How they do that nowadays? Some are really good. Photoshop, yeah. The 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 technique to Photoshop these days is so good. It actually looks like he's in a New York Jets uniform. This is so good now. Who's calling the shots? I like that one. Oh, the Vontae Adam posts cryptic message after Raiders signed Jimmy Garoppolo. Whoa! Oh. Devontae Adam posts cryptic message after Raiders signed Jimmy Garoppolo. Las Vegas Raiders added a new quarterback on Monday, agreeing to a 3-year deal with Jimmy Garoppolo. But star receiver Devontae Adams seems to have mixed feelings about the move. He posted his brief on his Instagram story. What, why would you do that if you're Devontae Adams? Like, what? Wow, I don't know what the message is, but like, why would you do that? I don't know. What do you get out of that? Levante Adams on Instagram. If we haven't talked in the last 3 weeks, don't hit me about this shit. Thanks. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Okay, if we haven't talked in the last 2 weeks, don't hit me with this shit. I don't know. It didn't seem as it doesn't seem as bad as I thought. Yeah, see, this may or may not be about Garoppolo, but it comes at it. Yeah, it's that's the once again, folks. Why I don't go on Twitter, I don't go on Instagram, I don't go on TikTok, I don't do Facebook even. I just do this YouTube channel stuff, and I love it because Like, you could be anywhere in the world. I could literally just be anywhere in the world, go on YouTube and watch my videos. Or even live stream with a laptop because I don't have enough subscribers to do mobile. But I can live stream anywhere in this world. And it's got an easy worldwide audience. It's like I liked YouTube from the word go. First time I seen YouTube and they did my, I've got more than I got more channels, but I've actually have a channel I forgot I even had. It's I took all the videos down and I can't even find it right now. It was this mix up where YouTube said you got to use your real name now, and I refused on one channel. I said no, I'm not using my real name. Just don't feel like it. Then YouTube gives me a YouTube channel already set up with my name. I'm like, okay, I ran with that one. And then I wanted to start streaming on it, like I mean, start doing live streams on it, and I didn't. I wanted to be anonymous, so I decided to do this one, switch account. I just switch accounts, and go on this one, and then set up the live stream like this, and play it back later for myself. I actually listened to myself later. I'm out of my mind, but that's a different story. But let me see. How much time has it been? Wow. 9:06. I don't even know how long. And I bet you I've had zero viewers and zero people looking in on the channel. Let's see. Zero and zero. I'm 0 for 0 on this one, probably. Wow. Zero people watching, zero thumbs up. No one on the live chat. How is it going? Yeah. You suck. You really suck. Yeah, I know I suck. Look at that. Say something. Should I just punch in something? I'm gonna put like, wow, I suck. Wow, I stink. LOL. I'm only kidding because it's me. Oh, I didn't click it in. That's okay. I'm gonna put where is everybody? I'm gonna put where is that's me talking, right? Yeah. Where's everybody? Everybody. Not here, that's for sure. This is crazy. I can actually. Where is everybody? Laugh out loud. Oh, wow. I don't know if I typed it in properly. I didn't even look at it. Let's see. You want to read for me? Okay. Look at your ears out. Your ears kind of flopping. There you go. That's better. That looks better. Okay. Let me see. Let me read that. Can you read that? You read that for me. Let's see. What does that say? Does it say that? Where's everybody? LJ? I think I even did LJ by accident. I don't know. That's funny. Oh, give it some movement here, eh? Oh, let's flip him around. Just kind of give him some. There you go. To a different angle to him. All right. My Little Pony knockoff. My Little Pony knockoff. Hey, I'm not a pony. I'm a donkey. Oh, I didn't know that. Are you a donkey or a pony? I don't know. You're a good question. You're right. I don't know if I'm supposed to be a knockoff pony or am I a donkey. I'm not sure. Chances are you're a pony, especially with the strap, eh? Like ride. Who rides? No, I guess people ride. You know what? If you're gonna give this to a child, like maybe in a third world country, it would be like here's a. They would say you're a donkey. And he's giving me this look, eh? Look at that look he gives me. Like, what the hell is this guy talking about? I'm just saying, like, you'd be a donkey in a third world country. This part of the world, you're in well off first world part of the world. You're pony. Don't get me wrong. I mean, donkeys are affordable compared to a pony. I mean, I think the donkey's more useful. He's looking at me. This guy has lost it completely. I agree with Mr. Donkey Pony Donkey. I have lost it. All right. Okay. So tomorrow is Thursday night. 2 hours. I'm not gonna end it with 2 hours. That's a good long time. I'm gonna play it back myself. Um, 2 hours is a pretty good time. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to live stream the XFL. See if I could watch the game and be watching with Pedro. And you're all excited today. Looks like you're all excited to watch XFL. Yep. He's all excited to watch the XFL. Better find a way to get it too. I'll try my best. I'll see what happens there. Okay, so I'll end the stream here. And voila. See you tomorrow night.